Jazz Chisholm Jr. He's been in the news all over because of the addition of some players to the Miami Marlins, him moving to center field. Well, he's also getting moved to the cover of the MLB The Show 23, the game. I think this is really interesting. I love the impact of young players getting marketed this way. I think it's fantastic for the game. The younger crowd is what we need for MLB. Obviously, pace of play is going to change that. We're going to talk about that here later on in one of the new rule changes. But we saw Shohei Ohtani get the cover last year. It was amazing. The cover was so cool. Jazz Chisholm obviously is going to be pretty interesting as well. My thoughts here, and interesting here, is what do you think about Jazz Chisholm? Is he going to be in MLB The Show as a second baseman, a shortstop, or a center fielder? And then what's your thoughts of him being named as a cover athlete?
Yeah, I think he'll be right now. He's tabbed to be center field, and again, I think we talked about this during our NL East episode. It's funny to me that they tab him to be center field because he's fast, right? Like that's his speed, and whether or not he can play center field, I guess that remains to be seen. But it looks like that's where he's headed, which is just fine because he's got that athleticism and let him run. He's young and he's exciting. He's electric, which is why he's on the cover of this game. He was hurt for most of the 2022 season, and typically they put on the cover, they'll put somebody who's had a monster season, like a Shohei Ohtani kind of season. But instead, what they did was they went for young, exciting, and marketable. That's what they went for. And Jazz Chisholm and Major League Baseball needs to understand this. The Miami Marlins need to understand this. Jazz Chisholm is a modern day athlete. He's a modern day star, and they need to market him and they need to put his face everywhere because he's exciting. He makes you want to watch baseball. He's playing a children's game and he's having fun doing it, and he's playing with a lot of confidence and energy, and that's what I want to see in my professional athletes. So this is an awesome addition. Well done, MLB The Show. I want to see more of it.
Yeah, give me more Euro steps in youth baseball because of Jazz Chisholm. We got Billy Graves from Slasher Sports Cinema tuning in, saying MLB The Show cover guy, ! Thanks, Billy, for tuning in. You can go ahead and check out his show at Slasher Sports Monday Night Live on Slasher Sports Twitter, his YouTube page, and also on Facebook. Go ahead and check that out for sure. You can see our link in our link tree below. You can find him there. I agree about Jazz Chisholm. I mean, his 162 game average, he's averaging 27 home runs, 82 RBIs, and 29 stolen bases. I mean, come on. This guy is electric. 29 stolen bases a year. Let's add 3 more square inches to each base and see how many more that goes up. Really, the biggest thing is we just got to get him healthy. And that's really the big deal here. He hasn't really had a full season, 124 games in 2021. Nowadays, we'll consider that a full season, but we only saw 21 games in 2020. That was just because we were starting to see Jazz Chisholm. That you can't really consider that a full season. That was his coming out party. And then last year, obviously, the injuries. I watched the trailer to MLB The Show, and they really kind of talked about how he had setbacks of injuries, but like it was in the trailer talking about, yeah, I had a setback, but I'm going to be back better than ever. I love it. And it brings me back to what he said when Kim Nang announced that he's going to be the new center fielder. He went on to Twitter and he said, you need me to play center field, I'll go out and win you a Golden Glove. Now I'm rooting for this guy even more because not only is he going to be the face of a new video game, which I absolutely love, but we get the chance to see him play some big deals. I love this Jazz Chisholm pickup. I don't know. Is it going to be better than the Shohei Ohtani cover? I think that's going to be hard to match. Regardless, though, I'm really excited to see Jazz Chisholm on the cover. We got one more comment here from Billy, so thanks for having me. He says, we want him marketed. Meanwhile, the carriage deal expires between MLB and YouTube. That is very true. We also just saw YouTube TV go away, or MLB Network go away on YouTube TV. So that's an interesting concept. So MLB, since we're talking on YouTube here, got to get that fixed. I got to figure out where I'm going to watch MLB Network during the season. Got to fix my subscription settings.